because I have no idea how to.
I'm assuming you already clicked the button.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Let's just we're into it.
Thank you guys for joining the MattCast podcast. I am Matty Elijah and my co-host Matty J.
You know what
Um,
I'm really into right now?
what are you into right now?
Affordable and reliable electrical services from today's sponsors,
Hart
Hart
Ventures
Ventures
Electrical
Electrical
Services.
Services. Free estimates, all of this for information down below. Give Joe, 5-star review on Google
Facebook.
and all the good
Yeah.
things. He does great work.
And tell him we sent you.
Yeah, good friend of the pod, and see you, buddy.
Yep. See you again.
So anyway,
Make sure you guys do the like, subscribe. If you're new, subscribe, leave a comment, let us know what you think.
mm,
But yeah, we're gonna be covering over college football week 3 recap, the AP poll reactions. Looking
dude, isn't
ahead,
that just a pile of garbage?
dude.
I don't have a lot of great things to say about
How
it.
do we become an AP poll voter?
Yeah, it's
Like at this
clearly
point, we can do
anybody
it.
can fucking do
Yeah,
it. It's just figuring out
figuring
an
how. Like,
application.
who do I have to slip a couple hundreds to fucking become a voter?
Yeah, I have no
Yeah,
fucking clue.
no clue.
There's a person, I believe, like it was on like the bussin', and I don't remember the gentleman's name, but they still had fucking Notre Dame top 10, and they're 0-2. Like,
Against good teams.
both ranked teams. So like,
I can understand maybe 25, but even then, no.
'cause what? Correct me if I'm wrong. They lose week 1 to Miami. They were off week 2.
Yep.
Week 3, they just played and lost. So yeah.
Yeah. We'll get into all
Yeah.
that. Into the recap. We'll be looking ahead at week 4. One of the biggest games of the week is coming up.
Mhm.
Um, look at our fantasy recap. 100K ahead. What?
What? Where?
On the
Look
board.
ahead to some
Oh, look ahead. Okay.
yeah.
All right. It looks like 100K ahead. I'm like, what's
That's
100K?
bro, that's clearly an L.
That is clearly a 1.
Brother, it does that. Where do you see a 1?
It's straight up and down.
What about the part that's connected to it?
You don't always have to have a part connected to it. We're not.
For an L? For capital L?
There is no part connected to this.
Wait. Oh, I thought you were talking about the first one.
No,
I thought you were
for
talking about the top
fantasy.
one. Okay.
For fantasy.
Alright, that
NFL.
one does look like 100K.
Yeah.
That one I will say. Alright, I'll agree.
NFL
My
2.
fault. I thought you were talking about the
Week 2
first one. I was
recap.
like, dude, that's clearly a capital L.
NFL Week 3 predictions, and then we'll go into our weekly trivia, where I am asking Matty J about 3 Cardinals players, and we'll get a little bit more into that before the actual trivia. But with that being said, Week 3 recap.
What game do you want to start with?
Well, I talked about the Colorado-Houston game initially last week. Colorado ended up getting their butt whooped 36-20 in Houston.
16-point game. I mean, which 2 scores?
Yeah.
But I mean,
Deion Sanders, look at the live stream, had it in the memes. Send in your memes to the Instagram, and we'll put it up here. Deion Sanders said it best: 209 yards rushing.
yeah.
You got out physical. One I forgot to mention, just because I hate watched K-State. Arizona beat K-State 23-17. And then UCLA. Big news, UCLA's head coach got fired
Yeah, so
on
all the
Sunday.
players have 30 days to transfer out
Yeah.
of there. So
And like
them and Virginia Tech's
and
coach.
Virginia Tech. And then some of the people are like, dude, what if they just don't have a team for a whole year?
I don't think it's gonna be that bad. And if
Yeah.
I had to wager, you guys, wasn't there the team last year who did like walk-on tryouts for like kickers? Like,
Yeah.
they would probably do the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
hey, they would
Midway through the semester, imagine just seeing that shit posted up all over like the school.
fucking yeah.
And you're like, oh, I'll show up. Next thing you know, you
You
make
got
it.
dude, you literally have nothing to lose. Like, you really don't.
Florida lost to LSU, number 3 LSU, 20-10.
Yeah.
The game, honestly, when I was watching it, was just ugly.
Yeah, Lagway threw 5 interceptions. He was 33 for 49. And I mean, to even throw 5 picks and only come
Yeah.
away losing by 10 points. I hate to say as a Florida fan, but
Yeah.
like there's something to hang your hat on. Like
Yeah.
either it's
Your
like the
defense
defense
is
is
good.
like
Yeah, the
yeah,
defense is solid. What the fuck's happening on offense? And how do you recover as a quarterback throwing 5 picks?
yeah,
Like, you were a D1 athlete. You are a starter on
mhm,
a Power 4 school
yeah.
in the SEC, and you throw 5 picks.
And a lot of people were hyping up Lagway coming in.
Yeah.
So that and then like we're not there yet, but to see that performance done by LSU and to name them the number 3
Yeah.
team in the country, to me makes
No
no
sense.
sense.
Um, South Florida, Miami, we all knew South Florida was gonna lose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
It's just like,
It just
you
it
snuck up
sucked.
on 2 ranked teams, Miami's not gonna let you do
Well,
that.
and here's the thing too, when we're looking at those 2 ranked teams, one is Boise, who's
Yeah.
25, and everyone's like, we're putting them in because of they made
Last
the
year's,
playoff
yeah.
but it's like that team is they're in irrelevancy
Yeah.
right now. No one's talking about
No
them. No
one's
one's
talked about
watching
them
them.
ever since week 1.
Yeah. And then the other one was Florida,
Florida.
who could have beat them, but chose to just let themselves
Yeah.
beat themselves. And then they go
Kept
to
on shooting
Miami.
themselves in the foot,
Yeah.
reloaded, and then shot themselves in the foot some more.
And then did I have
Dr
notes about that one? Do, do, do.
It was pretty much just a Miami score fest. It was a
Yeah. I mean, Carson Beck, pretty good for the most part. 23 for 28, 3 TDs, 2 interceptions, 300 40 yards, and then the team had over 200 yards rushing.
yeah.
So kind of wanted to do whatever they wanted to
Yeah.
do.
They let Carson Beck just, gunsling a dog,
Yeah.
send it out.
This game
Georgia, Tennessee.
a little bit broke my heart. Joey Aguilar, you know what? Like he lost the game, but 24 for 36, um,
371 yards, 4 TDs.
2 INTs, had some just bombs
Yeah.
too, just letting it rip.
And honestly, if you're either team, you're not upset about your performance.
No, especially like what people were saying about
Gunnar Stockton.
Gunnar Stockton, because he was 23 for 31, 304 yards, 2 TDs. No, wait.
Mhm.
Yeah, he is. Sorry, that was right. And even he had some pretty explosive
Yeah.
plays.
And I
Um,
remember a lot of the talk too was just like, all right, Georgia has a solid defense,
mhm,
solid running game. Can they extend it down the field? Like, we
mhm.
know they can do the short gain.
And you got to feel for that kicker
Yeah.
because fourth fourth quarter,
Hmm.
like, hey, game winner,
Yeah.
send them out, miss it what wide
Yeah.
right, wide left.
Wide right.
It was not
Yeah.
close. And then I was like, damn. And then go out there,
Hmm.
kick a field goal, and then let
Um,
Georgia just march right on into the end zone. Game winner.
Taylor Lewan was talking about it on Bussin'
Mm,
on Monday. He was like, we had a long snapper fuck up on like in a game time critical thing, and he missed like the snap, and it ended up turning into points for the other team, and they won. I wonder what this kicker like. This dude got death threats and had to transfer schools halfway through the season. I wonder how bad this Tennessee kicker is getting it right now, especially against Georgia and Alabama are the schools they're always fucking feuding with. I
mhm.
wonder what's happening to this kicker. Like, is he just turned off all social medias, turned off everything? And sounded like an old person. Turn off all social medias.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be on social media. I think if I was
Yeah.
like a college athlete,
Hmm.
I just wouldn't.
Just turn it off.
Yeah.
Just I don't need it. You have your like secret burner user
Yeah.
1382567.
Privated account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you just funny.
Mhm.
Um I want to talk about UTEP Texas because
I didn't
Archie
I
Manning.
didn't watch it, but I've been
I
told.
I looked at it a little bit later, but like Archie Manning just did not look good. He was what 0 and 11 with an interception
Dude, that
in the
guy's
first like quarter, first half.
he's gotta be hurt.
He has to be hurt.
And I don't know why him or the coach, they're just and to
They're in total
be
denial about it.
I don't even know if it's denial, but just like
If he's hurt, come out now
and just like, hey,
and
like
just own up to it.
save it
Yeah.
because it's gonna create more damage
If it
going
comes to
forward.
like week 10 and they're just like, "Oh yeah, he's been playing hurt." I'm like, "All right,
Because
dog,
he's only a fucking sophomore, dude.
junior."
Is he a junior? Thought
I'm fairly certain he's a junior.
I thought he's a sophomore because last year he was a freshman.
I think he was a junior.
Pull that up. I'm pretty sure he's a sophomore.
I could be wrong, but
I guess I could also be wrong. but I could have sworn the guy.
114 yards passing too.
He is a
by the way.
sophomore.
Okay, my bad.
I knew it.
But yeah, like 114 yards passing
Yeah,
against
11 for
UTEP.
25. How many carries? 17 for Simpson or Simmons?
Let's do
Simmons.
the score.
I didn't watch the score, but yeah, I mean, you didn't really hang up a whole lot over a team
Arch Manning,
like
9
UTEP.
carries, 51 yards, and he had 2 touchdowns with his legs.
Yeah. I don't know. If you're a
But yeah,
Texas fan, like I would be
I'd be
just like, hey,
sweating.
man.
I'd be sweating personally if I was a Texas fan. Ooh, cramp.
Did you watch the Texas A&M Notre Dame game?
I did.
I did too.
It was electric.
Yeah.
I loved it. I
I
loved
mean, it came
watching.
down to that bad PAT.
Yeah,
Yeah. It like
100%.
literally just like both the teams just sticking to it the whole game. Let's see here. Reed was 17 for 37, 360 yards, 2 TDs, 1 INT. Carr, not related to Derek.
Yeah,
It was 20 for 32, 293 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and then the special teams for Notre Dame just
failed him.
well, I don't want because didn't they have like a punt return for a touchdown?
Let's go through the play-by-play.
Like, it's just one of those things that, you go up and down with it. I think yes. Yeah, right there. First drive, they had a block punt for a touchdown.
Yeah,
So you have that high of that in the beginning of the game, and then at the end of the game, like talk about whoever, like that one kicker in Tennessee, and then
yeah,
this. I think it was a holder because I don't think it was a bad snap. I believe it was a bad hold
hmm
by the Notre Dame guy,
yeah.
and
Notre Dame holder. Yeah,
yeah, that one sucked to watch. And then because I think they took the lead with that, and then it's like, all right, well, you just got to hold them.
yep. And Texas A&M just held him.
Yeah,
Vanderbilt, South Carolina,
yeah.
belt to ass.
Well, here's the thing with it, because Sellers did go out early.
Yeah,
Before he was 6 and 7, 94 yards, 1 INT.
hmm
And then their replacement guy, Gotti, I think is his name.
yeah.
18 for 27, 148 yards, 1 INT. Um, but I mean, South Carolina went touchdown, interception, punt, missed field goal, punt, down, fumble, INT. So like, it's like, it just sucks when
Yeah.
you expect it to be a closer game.
hmm And
Believe
it's
they,
31-7.
yeah. And I mean, I don't know if Sellers, I think it was just like a concussion, like a hit to the head that got him
Yeah,
out.
a stinger.
Um, but fucking Vandy had 10 different runners for 37 carries, 146 yards, 2 TDs. Um, Pavia,
Pavia.
18 for 25, 177 yards. He was 2 touchdowns for 1 INT. So I don't think it's fair to just take South Carolina out because I was looking ahead. It looks like Sellers is questionable to be
Yeah,
playing the second week. But to just completely just take him out of the polls for
yeah.
losing,
But then you don't take out Notre Dame.
yeah, which I
Yeah,
get it. Vanderbilt was unranked, but it
yeah,
was an in-conference game, and a lot of people were saying that they should have been ranked
yeah.
before
Before,
playing
yeah.
South Carolina.
Um, Something that I found hilarious, and I didn't find it until like yesterday,
Mhm.
was that apparently Diego Pavia said uh to Theo Vaughn that if they win, he'll set up a date between Diego
And his
Pavia's mom.
mom,
Yeah,
yeah. So I saw that too. I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
yeah,
Because I guess his mom is a nurse,
yeah.
and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's just." And I was like, "I hope this is like, I hope he's kidding."
I hope this is a bit.
But also,
Yeah. Clemson, Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech walk off field goal to win the
yeah,
game. And it was a rushed field goal too. I didn't realize
yeah,
that
fire
part.
drill, yeah.
Yeah, fire
Um,
you said fire drill field
fire,
goal? Yeah.
yeah. King, he was a quarterback for Georgia Tech. He was 20 for 28, 211 yards, 25 carries, 103 yards. Uh,
103 yards.
yeah, 1 touchdown off of his legs. And then Clemson had Klubnik, I believe is how you
Yep.
pronounce it. 15 for 26, 207, one touchdown, one INT, and then yeah, the walk off to seal it. But if you're a Clemson fan, I mean, luckily it wasn't in Clemson; it was
Mhm.
in Georgia
Yeah.
Tech. So you see the fans rush the field, and it was a
Mhm.
great moment. Like I don't know if you saw that shot of like it was the coach and the quarterback, and they're getting interviewed.
Mhm.
And I think they're talking to the quarterback, and he's like, "Oh, this isn't about me. Like, this is about all of this." And like
Yeah.
they zoom out, and it just shows like all of the fans
Yeah.
just surrounding them in the
Yeah.
field. So
That's a cool moment.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was really cool.
Um,
Clemson also got dropped out of
yep.
the top 25 poll, which I think
A little bit
again
more fair.
it's a little more fair, but I also wouldn't
Yeah.
like I for the teams that they have in the
Mhm.
25%, I think
Yeah.
you could possibly keep them in that
Yeah.
top 25. But I'm not saying is
Mhm.
super unreasonable.
Yeah.
But like when you see a team like Notre Dame
Mhm.
stick it in there and Clemson's out, that's where I'm like,
Yeah. What
come
the
on,
fuck?
come on.
Yeah. Iowa State, Arkansas State, ugly game the whole time.
But
I
they avoided that trap.
They
Which,
avoided that trap.
like, I didn't want to talk to you that whole day because I did see that they were losing at some
Yeah,
points,
and
and
I
I
was
was
just
like,
like,
I'm
I
not going to
was
say anything to him because I didn't want to give you that like where you're like, I was fucking right. This is a fucking
yeah,
trap game. We're gonna fucking lose. I was like,
and just get in my own head about
I'm
it.
not gonna
Yeah,
say anything to him about it.
dude, honestly, like, so I went to the Huskers game,
Yeah.
and I'll talk about that a little bit more
Yep.
later. But went to the Huskers game, went back to the tailgate to kind of
Mm.
sit there, and it was hot as shit too. So we just wanted to
Mm.
cool off and some AC for a little bit. And I was like, I'm sitting there with the Cyclones game on silent because like
Yeah.
I'm with other people, so I just kind of haven't
I
like
did like when you texted me like, "Hey, I'm gonna try to bully these people," and
playing the Cyclones game.
which I think like the was it Tennessee and Georgia was going. I
Yeah,
was like, that man is not gonna watch
nope.
any Iowa State.
No.
There's a couple more important games going
Yeah,
on.
but like, so I'm sitting there with a silent ass phone, just like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, yeah, doing normal white people things at a tailgate, like
Yeah,
conversating. But I'm like side eyeing my phone. Well, like, I'm trying to turn into a lizard, just like,
yeah. Like I don't want to be that guy who's in the corner ignoring
yeah,
everybody, but
but
leave me the fuck alone so I can watch this
yeah.
game.
And then it's just like, all right, cool, let's get going. And I'm on the car ride home, listen to the game. I'm just like, what the fuck are we doing right now?
Hmm.
I'm just like, I was right. I'm right. This was a fucking trap game. Get into halftime, and then Iowa State finally starts to turn it around.
I knew a coach like Matt
Yeah,
Campbell was not going to let that game be
no,
a trap game for
yeah,
you guys.
and
It
I'm.
was fucking close at
It was
times.
close, and I'm just like, this is too close. This is too close. And Rocco Beck looked so good during K State and then South Dakota, starting to slip up a little bit there against Iowa, and it's like overthrown passes, underthrown.
But we
Just
just
yeah,
chalk that up to like just Iowa and Iowa State kind of knowing each other
yeah.
that
Well,
well, and
no, I'm
that's just
talking about
kind of.
for this one, the
Oh,
Arkansas.
I thought.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
because it was like it
Well, you're
was.
saying that he was slipping up during Iowa, and we
Yeah,
were chalking it up to like
it could just be
just
that.
how they know each
Yeah,
other so
yeah.
well, and just
And then it
they
happened
really bring the
again.
worth out of each other when they
Yeah,
play.
and then it happens again with Arkansas State. I'm like, oh my fucking god! And I'm so glad we're going into a bye week. We need this bye week with how the performances were starting to slip, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Um, that's my take on Iowa State, Arkansas State. I was a little bit upset, a little bit heated about it,
going into Arkansas and Old Miss,
which I called Arkansas getting the upset, and they were very
very close.
close,
Yeah.
very close.
Mhm.
But
Um,
yeah,
Sam Bliss was 21 for 29, 353 yards, one TD, 15 carries, 62 yards, two TDs. Really trying to get that in on the ground.
mhm,
Uh, Quarterback Green, 22 for 35, 305 in the air, one TD, 14 carries, 115 yards on the ground with one TD. So both the quarterbacks are
yeah,
playing very well and very
mhm,
similar. I think the big thing that hindered Arkansas is they had two missed field goals and the fumble.
yep.
So, I mean, what could have been for
What could have
Arkansas?
been, and also would have made me, if you include my calling Iowa State Arkansas State game a trap game,
Hmm.
would have made me 4 for 5 on my predictions from last week, calling the upsets and everything.
Yeah, I have my notes somewhere around. What
I
at least
called
for? I picked Tennessee. I was wrong there. I picked Miami.
Oh wait, no, actually, yeah, I forgot about Tennessee.
I picked Ole Miss. I picked LSU. I picked Notre Dame, so I have 2 wrong. I picked Vanderbilt, so I was right there, and I picked Clemson.
Yeah,
'Cause I thought Clemson would,
would pull it together.
yeah, I thought they would hear all the noise and they
Yeah,
would go like, "Alright, no, we're not gonna let this
yeah.
happen to us," and they let it happen.
And now Georgia Tech and Florida State are going to rule the ACC.
Do you wanna look at
Um,
AP? Or do you wanna talk about Nebraska?
Houston Christian, Nebraska.
Yeah.
All around, it was a great time
Yeah,
going to.
I figured that was gonna be a good game
Yeah,
to
it was a
watch.
good game to watch. I mean, especially since it was 59-7.
Mhm.
I was really disappointed they let him get that score, but also,
Yeah.
dude,
That was a crazy play on Houston Christian.
yeah,
Like, to break that tackle, break direction,
yep,
and go all the way on the
dude.
outside, and
Me and the guy that were sitting right next to me,
yeah.
we were just talking like, dude, this Houston Christian running back solid.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking
I'm like,
good.
he's like, I saw that he trucked 3 people in a row for like a
He
4 yard.
that guy's definitely like, keep an eye on him,
Oh,
he's definitely transferring out of
dude,
the
he's
league.
definitely transferring out. And I'm like,
From the
he's
FCS school, like
running angry, scrappy, fucking slippery too.
mhm,
He's gonna be in an SEC school or Big Ten school and running the fucking team
yeah,
100% with the attitude he has running. And like, these types of games where like these schools are showing up to play bigger conference schools
yeah,
is
and
where players really show out for
and
tape.
it was our, like, 2nd string guys that had
Yeah,
that play on them, but still, when you're playing to that level that, like, uh Coach Rule and, I almost said the defensive coordinator for the Rams, but it's not Chris Shula. It's, God, what is his fucking name? John God damn.
I'm
Anyway,
blanking on the name too. So
um, but yeah, like, that's just stuff that they're gonna coach, and, like, we can't all be
yeah,
perfect, Can't always hold each kind of cupcake team
hmm
to being undefeated, but I'm happy. I wish there was a little bit more playing time with Dylan Raiola and the other
yeah,
ones, just because it's back-to-back weeks,
of pulling your starters.
which I get it because
Yeah,
you want them to be fresh and ready to go, but I also don't want them to, like, play a full-length game versus a team like
and then
Michigan and
yeah,
be fatigued
yeah,
going
and be
into it.
fatigued.
That is my big worry, and just, like, historically, Nebraska tends to not be a four-quarter team.
hmm
So I'm a little worried about that when it comes to that aspect, but at least we know that mostly all of our starters are coming in healthy, well rested, and poor Archie Wilson, that our Australian kicker,
Yeah,
back to back weeks, no puns,
no
but he
puns.
was in on the victory formation. They're like, yeah, go on in there, go
Oh, our
on in there.
computer's working a little bit slow. But while this is going on, I saw this shirt as I was walking into the stadium. And I was hearing these dudes on this, like they weren't official vendors, so they're the dudes that sell shit with like Venmo and everything.
Sure.
Yeah. And I heard some of the prices when we were first walking in. I'm like, and I leaned over to my girlfriend. I'm just like, I'd like to get Matt one of these shirts, but I guarantee you it's overpriced as shit. And then I hear the price and I'm like, that's overpriced as shit.
What was it?
It was like 45,
God damn,
50.
for a
Yeah.
shirt.
Yeah.
God
Well,
damn.
it's like when he had like a whole supply of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And when we're leaving the stadium, there's dudes still out there selling the shirts.
yeah,
And that's when I called you and was like,
yeah,
"Hey, what's your size?" Like I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
want to get you the wrong size. Um, and yeah, they were 25. And this was
Okay,
like he had 2 shirts left.
okay.
And so I was able to get it. Uh,
I'm fucking nervous of what this could be. Thanks,
I
buddy.
think you'll like it.
If this is the we almost always
No,
win,
it's not
okay,
that one.
thank God. I can't stand that shirt.
Here,
Can
man,
can they
I'll show you what you look like so you can get it in frame.
yeah, they can see it.
Yeah. It says
Fuck
fuck around
around
and
and
find
find
out.
out. That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, I was like, I know Matt's gonna like that shirt.
Thanks, man.
Of
This
course.
is my second free shirt I've gotten. We were at the Storm Chasers game.
hmm
Um God, what day was that? Friday night?
Yeah.
Um
course, buddy.
Love you, buddy.
Me and Maddie were actually looking at getting you tickets for the Michigan-Nebraska game,
Not with that price ticket, buddy.
and they were like 200.
Dude, I know.
And
No.
like the only ones that were sub 150 were like on the back
Nosebleeds.
row.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. So we were talking about going to see the USC game when Autumn's
yeah,
in town, and I was looking at tickets, and I was going to like 4 or 5 different like
yeah,
sites because yeah, like all of them are already owned. So now you're just
yeah.
going to like the
The
secondhand
resellers,
sellers.
yeah,
Yeah, and in nosebleeds, $200 fucking
yeah.
dollars. I'm like, dog, it's just like,
I'm surprised. I'm curious on what the Iowa Nebraska tickets are going to be selling at,
oh, dude,
because
and it's
like
in Lincoln.
we're looking to get you like an early Christmas present and just be
Yeah,
like, here you go. Because I kind of explained to Maddie why the Michigan Nebraska game is a big one,
yeah.
and then she was like, oh, okay, I kind of get it now.
Yeah, it's really cool, but yeah, that was the thing. So for USC, we're gonna have like a little watch party. We're
Yeah.
not gonna do as because we're having the Halloween party
Oh, okay.
that day, but we're not gonna do or sorry, we're gonna have the Halloween party on Halloween the 31st, and then USC Nebraska play the first. So we're gonna do we'll do the Halloween party
Yeah.
and then well, like the watch party will be a smaller group.
Yeah.
So
All right. So AP poll.
So yeah, the big drops were number 11 South Carolina,
Yep.
number 12 Clemson, and South Florida number 18. Which
And Oregon dropped too.
oh, sorry, when I say
Yeah.
dropped, I mean out of the like
Okay.
they're out of the
Yeah, yeah,
rack,
yeah.
they're out of the top 25. That's what I mean.
So we got Ohio State number 1 still, Penn State number 2 still,
Which like
LSU is still at number
cool.
3.
I don't really like that.
I think they should have dropped.
I think they should have dropped, and you know, especially
Maybe
when you see a
maybe
team.
6, just with like
Who would
how
you?
well, obviously Miami goes up to 3,
Yep.
Georgia goes up to 4,
Yeah.
and then Oregon's at 5.
Yeah. I like all that, and then
Yeah.
putting or yeah,
Florida
putting
State at 7.
it, but having
Oh,
LSU,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
6. Yeah, yeah. Texas at 8, I don't necessarily like
Dude, they need to drop heavily,
because
and they've dropped each week.
yeah, to me it's just not enough.
No.
Like they're still
They're still
it's
Texas.
that fucking that like you're still holding on. Let go. That's how I feel about Texas, man. It's like, yeah, like we all thought that Archie Manning was gonna be Heisman
Yeah.
and fucking
Generational talent.
generational talent and all this bullshit, but like right now he's not.
Yeah.
He's there's something going on there.
There's something going on. He's hurt or something.
Can we, after we're done with this, can we take a look at like the rest of their season ahead? I just want to
Yes.
kind of like game plan and
Of
see
course.
like who they have to play
Mhm.
and like how likely am I
Yeah.
thinking right now how the season's gonna
Yeah.
end up for them?
Also, this is kind of on the spot. We didn't talk about this prior,
Oh,
but now that we're a quarter way into the season, do we want to look at our teams and see?
for college?
Yeah, for
Yeah, yeah,
college.
I'm
Okay.
down. I'm
Yeah.
down for that.
We got Illinois at number 9, Texas A&M jumping up 6 spots to 10, which I agree with.
I agree. I like Texas. I like this 10 through 13 look.
I don't like Iowa State jumping up, and I say that wearing the Cyclones hat, seeing the performance that they had last week against Arkansas State.
Here's the thing. I feel like, and we're gonna take a look at their schedule going
Yeah.
here soon. Like for Iowa State and for Nebraska too, like we're both going into
Mhm.
the conference
Yeah.
games, and like it's gonna be a different switch.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be that way. So
But I thought they would have dropped after seeing that performance and they jump up 2 spots. I was thinking,
is what they were at 14
yeah, they were
before.
at 14. I was thinking they dropped down 15, 16. Personally.
Well,
That's how I would have voted it.
would you put them underneath Tennessee, a team that lost a close game to
But
a
they
top?
lost to Georgia.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like they lost to a top, now top 5
Yeah.
school. Would you want them under Tennessee
Well,
with
Tennessee stayed at 15.
that's what I'm saying, but you
Yeah.
said 15, 16. Would you want them under because that's where I don't
Above Bama,
so you would have them you would basically just kind of move the line. You would take
yeah.
Iowa State back to 14
Mhm.
and then just push everybody
Yeah.
else up. I don't hate
Yeah.
that.
That's personally just watching that performance. I don't like it, and I'd be damned if I see them go up a spot
Mm.
after first week of conference play, and we're in a bye week. Kind of what
Mhm.
happened to Notre Dame.
Well, that's the thing. I think Iowa State's
Yeah,
gonna, with them being on a bye this week, I definitely feel like they're gonna
drop.
drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, last year they were on a bye and they went up a spot. I'm just like, we didn't play.
Yeah. Well, I think because there was like a couple upsets
Yeah,
that
there were a
week.
lot of
Yeah.
Ole Miss at 13, Bama at 14.
I kind of want Utah above Tennessee
I kind of do too.
because I
Texas
mean
Tech has
those.
also been looking good too.
Yeah, I think isn't it Utah and Texas Tech playing this week? Is that what I
It
have down
might
for my
be.
notes?
Yeah. We'll look at that here in a second. Um,
It is. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay, perfect. All right, so then we got Utah at 16, 17 Texas Tech, 18 Georgia Tech, 19 Indiana, 20 Vanderbilt, 21 Michigan. Then you got Auburn at 22, which they jumped up to. Okay, they were at 24. Missouri that jumped up to at 23. Notre Dame dropped 16.
Dude,
Another one of
get him
those
out of here.
still holding
Yeah,
on.
get him out of here.
And then USC, who is finally ranked.
Which even USC being ranked, I mean, yeah, they had a really good game versus Purdue, but
Yeah.
it's Purdue. You know what I mean? Like, what else has USC really done that's been like, oh
It's
shit?
more or less that like USC's been like mopping the floor and they have like an all around solid team.
Yeah, and I mean, but like
You can
getting the win,
you can make an argument for Nebraska too.
I'm not. Oh, here's the thing. Luckily enough, Michigan has kept their 21,
Yeah.
and I expect us to go in there and handle business
And then get a number next to
and
you.
get. Yeah, we're gonna probably kick Michigan out of top 25,
Yep.
and yeah, we're gonna be taking that number 21.
All right. So do you want to do
Let's start with Iowa State,
okay.
just because they're right here in front of us.
Yep. All right. So we got the bye.
Hmm.
Then we got Arizona next.
This is their first con. Oh no,
Nope.
no, they
We had K
Kansas
State.
State.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
So K State and Houston are tied for number one in the conference right now, since we're the only two teams. And then Colorado and K State are at the bottom. But yeah, our first in conference consecutive conference games, I guess you can say. We got Arizona, which Arizona's been looking good,
Yeah, they haven't looking good.
but I still think Iowa State's the favorite over that. Cincinnati has me sweating a little bit
Yeah,
because
Sorsby.
Sorsby's been throwing,
Yeah,
I think in like the last two games or so,
and that's the
he's
thing.
had like 600, 700 yards combined.
If Big Citrus breaks through that line,
Yeah,
he's gonna go out
yeah.
and escape.
And if you don't have a fast spy
Hmm.
sitting there waiting, yeah, it's going to be something to look out for. And that was like Arkansas State's quarterback was a runner,
Hmm.
and he put us through the ringer. I wonder what will happen with Cincinnati. Still feeling confident about Colorado. The dub there. Feeling a little bit more shaky on BYU, but not as much as I was.
And the thing when you're looking at those top 25, when I've been looking at them, you can see like
BYU is just
they're
right there.
right
Yeah,
there,
right there on the
right
cusp.
there. And that's
There's
kind of the team that I would have put in
yeah,
over USC,
hmm
but
yeah. Arizona State don't feel as nervous about it.
no, because they lost. They're what? They're 2-1.
Yeah.
Who did they lose to?
Mississippi State.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
TCU feeling a little bit of, shaky on that one. And then KU, not as much anymore just because I haven't really heard any hype around them.
Since
As
that loss
yeah, since
to
that loss to Mizzou.
yeah.
Oklahoma State, guaranteed lock win. Been watching them play, or at least looking at some of their shit that they're playing.
So you're looking at maybe like a
9-3.
yeah.
Nine.
That's your kind of like
That's
worst
my
case
dream.
scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
9-3 to in. Who do you think you're gonna see in that Big 12 conference game?
Texas Tech or Houston.
Depending on
Yeah.
who wins that game.
Yeah.
Do you want to know the odds for that game? At least as of when I made my notes.
Sure.
Um, Utah's favorited -170. Texas Tech was a plus
Yeah.
145.
I
So
think that's
very
pretty fair.
close,
Yeah.
very close
And
game.
Utah too is also fucking right there on the cusp. I think right now, kind of how ESPN has it, Iowa State, Houston, Texas Tech, and Utah are solid. for like
I'm assuming you're gonna be watching Utah and Texas Tech
yep,
very closely this week.
just to see how they play.
Yeah.
Just because like I've hear about them, I watch some of the highlights from them, and I'm like, they got a squad on them. They
Mhm.
really do. But also they're playing nobody teams. I should have watched the Houston Colorado game, but I was doing woodworking projects on Friday.
Are you glad not to be facing teams like
I
Houston
am glad
and
because it helps
Utah?
our record look a little bit better,
Yeah.
but we're still playing some competitive teams.
Mhm.
So we got that good mix of like we're not facing the cream of the crop just yet, but we'll wait to see
Hmm.
how.
For the standings, why is Arizona 3-0 and like underneath all these 2-1 teams? Are the teams that Arizona playing just not very good?
Could be.
Okay.
That's also just, I don't know how ESPN does it for all that stuff, especially when there's no conference play.
It was right there in the corner, actually. It's right.
Yeah.
Right there.
All right, so Nebraska.
So Michigan, I'm expecting us to win by at least one score. Like
Mhm.
I'm seeing it like a 7, like a touchdown
Yeah.
win. Um, especially like if we get the
I'm
team
thinking
of
it's going to be a tight game.
I agree. I think a low scoring game. I think if we can play the team, and the thing that I think we got going in for us is Michigan is kind of similar to where Nebraska was last year,
Mhm.
where you got a high freshman QB that looks good in some games,
Mhm.
and then when you play him in a team where maybe the lights are a little bit brighter,
Yeah.
he doesn't do super
Yeah.
well.
He still performs, but not to how he should be.
And like Oklahoma, he didn't play super. He
Yeah.
didn't look bad, but he didn't
Play
play as
super
good as
well.
how he
Yeah.
did versus was it Central Michigan that they
Mhm.
played last week.
Yeah.
So I think with Dylan Rayola just having more experience in those brighter lights games, I
Mhm.
think Bryce Underwood, not Bryce Young, excuse me, Bryce Underwood hasn't played in a stadium like Husker State
Mhm.
or like Lincoln, um, or like Memorial
Yeah.
Stadium where the fans are such
Is loud.
yeah, and they're there the entire
Yeah.
time. I don't think that he's gonna be ready
Yeah.
for that.
I'm also curious, like, I was telling Maddie when we were there at the game, like, I
Mhm,
wonder how loud it is
mhm.
down there.
That
'Cause, like, it's
it's
loud up here,
it's
and I
probably
had some pretty good
fucking
seats. I
yeah.
don't know if you saw where I sent that on my story.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
had pretty good fucking seats.
yeah, good view.
Yeah, and I was just like, "It's loud here. I wonder what it's like down there."
Mhm. So that those are a couple the things that we gotta work on is kicking,
Yep.
like, I think we're back-to-back weeks where the kicker kicked it out of bounds to
Mhm.
which what brings him to, like, the 40-yard
Yeah.
line.
35.
Is it
35 in college.
okay.
Yeah.
But, I mean, still, that's
Yeah,
fucking
back-to-back games.
yeah. So we gotta work on that, and then like I said earlier, I'm worried about the attrition of playing a 4-quarter
Mhm.
game versus our first, like, real test,
Yep.
first Big Ten team in Michigan. So but I'm not overtly nervous. Now, talk to me Saturday morning, I
Mhm.
might change my
Yeah,
answer,
he'll be pacing around.
but,
You'll see
there'll be a
a
couple of
trail
empty
in his
bottles
cartridge.
of soju just kinda just around. But yeah, are you doing anything that day?
No, I'm not.
If you wanna come over and watch, I think, JP is also off, so
Okay.
if you want, because like, so I love the Huskers. Here's the thing, when sometimes they don't do super well, He he told me
Yeah.
he's been watching the show more
Mhm.
often, so this is no mean a stray that you're catching, but to see, like, how aggressive he gets
Yeah.
when he doesn't, like, drink and he's just
Yeah.
watching football, to me, makes me feel a little bit better because 'cause I'm like, "Okay, I could be acting like that right
Yeah.
now, but I'm not."
Yeah. I only really let, like, my emotions fly when I'm by myself. When I'm watching, like, Iowa State.
I
There's
don't know a time where I think I just get quiet.
yeah.
I think that's the part of me that,
But,
like
like, when it's a good play, I really let it go.
mm,
When I'm it's kind of the same thing. I get quiet, or I'm just like, "What the fuck
Yeah,
are
it's
we
all
doing?"
internal where it's
Yeah,
like, man,
maybe I'll like mumble it underneath my breath, and I'll just
mm,
like
mhm. But when you're with people,
I turn into like full on.
did you ever watch it with Connor?
No,
Dude, he is
I know we
fucking
watched some KC games with him, but he gets
same thing where he just he says stuff that he has no idea about, and
yeah,
then he just screams. Where he'll just go like, and you're like, brother, they just got a first down. Like,
yeah.
relax, it's
They
fine.
get another 4
They got
plays.
another 3
Yeah,
tries to stop him. So,
and they're only at the 30,
yeah.
their own 30.
No, go. So Michigan win. Michigan State also I'm expecting a win. Maryland I'm also thinking a
Yeah,
win. Minnesota is one of those teams that I'm always super I
yeah,
always watch because I'm always just interested to see how
yeah.
they do. And we're
Minnesota's
playing
just one of
in
those teams you're like,
Minnesota.
"What are they gonna do?
What are they
Come
gonna
on,
do?
do
Like
something."
they're gonna be either they're kind of like man I don't know if this is a fair comparison. They're kind of like KU last year where
Yeah,
they were losing games, but when the games that they were winning, it was
it
kind of
was like
like fuck
the powerhouses.
yeah,
It's just like, "Fuck
I'm
you, I'm ruining your
yeah.
fucking playoffs."
Northwestern, not even worried
Yeah,
about. USC, I'm a little because just watching how they
mhm,
played against Purdue, I'm like, okay,
yeah, they got a squad.
it's one of those teams that whenever we get closer,
Mhm,
okay, talk to me after Minnesota. If we lose,
yeah,
you know, a couple of these games that I'm saying we should win,
mhm,
then I'm like, okay, and
yeah,
I'm nervous. UCLA, I'm not worried about it. The
yeah,
only thing I am worried about is traveling.
mhm,
Just whenever you see teams
yeah,
travel to California, they just play
mhm,
sloppier and it's just not as clean as a game. And then to turn around and go to Penn State,
yeah,
unfortunately, I do realistically, I think it's a loss. I can spin it in my head to see how there's an opportunity for us to
mhm,
win, but right now the Nittany Lions have
yeah,
not looked
like they're gonna lose.
beatable
Yeah,
yet. So,
and if it's a
we'll
night game, dude,
I think it
I'd
well, it's
put that one if
TBD.
it's in a night game,
I think there's
yeah,
I think they someone I read online was like potentially like a whiteout game, and it's like,
yeah.
oh fuck,
Dude, if it's a whiteout
y-
night game,
yeah,
I automatically would just, "Alright,
like
that's in
hey,
the L."
and then Iowa, I think we're gonna win. So I
Get
mean,
over that hump.
9-3,
Yep,
10-2, there is a shot at it
there is a shot,
now.
and I think we're both kinda sitting in similar spots right now.
Mhm,
We're just like 9-3, 10-2 are like, "We can do it.
mhm.
We can do it.
Yeah.
We could potentially both." Dude, if
Mhm.
we're both in the playoffs,
Oh, dude.
we might not record a video that week
Or if
if
it
we
is,
were playing
it's
it
just
just
us.
yeah,
You're watching us watch the game.
yeah, and
That's
it's
how
just
the
like
video
sitting
would
on other
be.
sides of the couch, just like,
Mumbling or grumbling to one another.
no commentary.
I hate the way I did my notes. I did it in weird order, so you're gonna see me flip back
Yeah.
and forth between the different
Well, I
notes.
need to get over to week 4.
Yeah. There wasn't a ton of games that I had kind of bookmarked that I thought were that either interesting or that impactful to me.
Genuinely did not look at it. Um, Another long weekend of football, so I
Yeah.
decided to spend quality time with a girlfriend
Yeah.
when I should have been doing my notes, but
Yeah, that's all
I'd
right.
rather get that quality time in.
So yeah, the first game I had was
Texas
Texas
Tech,
Tech and
Utah.
Utah.
Yeah.
We already talked about the odds.
Syracuse, Clemson.
Well, I had picked. I'm leaning Texas Tech with this one. Um,
I might follow you on that one
I
too.
don't have a lot of great reasons, so I'm not going to state my reasonings. I'm
I'm
just going to
just
say,
curious to see if because they brought in a lot of portal dudes,
but they spent a ton of money,
ton of money on it. Does the experiment work?
and I mean they're playing in Utah too.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Syracuse, Clemson, not a game to sleep on.
No,
Because Syracuse has been looking good. Let me look at their last 5.
they're 2-1 currently.
Yes. And if I remember correctly, they lost to Tennessee.
Okay,
I mean, granted, too, they went into
that
overtime
yeah.
with Connecticut and then 66-24 over, I don't even know what that school is. It could be a Syracuse win, genuinely. Because barely beat Troy, and then they had 2 losses, so they potentially could have been a 0-3 team.
Is this? Oh no, you're just doing. You
Yeah.
just did all of football varsity. Neither one
Yeah.
of those teams are top 25, right? Yeah, no.
Because sometimes there's like some unranked teams that we miss out on.
Mm-hmm.
Auburn, Oklahoma,
I had that one.
they're at the
I have
230 slot.
so number 11 Oklahoma. They're a minus 240 favorite to Alabama. Number 22. They're a
Yep.
plus 200 underdog. I'm leaning Oklahoma. Just
I'm leaning
I
Oklahoma.
like how Mateer's been looking.
Same here.
I don't want to say Heisman candidate,
Yeah.
but
He's looking like it.
yeah, he's looking pretty good.
Michigan, Nebraska, we already talked about that one.
Michigan's still a minus 140 favorite, while Nebraska's a plus 120
Yeah.
underdog.
The spread is minus 2.5 for
Yeah.
Michigan, which I think is a little bit more realistic on that one.
Bro, if Notre Dame doesn't have a bounce back win versus Purdue, like season's
They're cooked.
over. Yeah.
They're cooked.
Now, I didn't write down any notes for it, but I am interested in North Carolina UCF
Mhm.
just because Scott Frost has actually been looking really good back in UCF, and then just seeing how Bill
And Bill
Belichick.
Belichick.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um,
like I said, not a ton of like games where I'm like,
yeah.
"Ooh, I'm really interested." Like the other game is Mizzou and South Carolina. I don't know if we've passed that one yet. Yep, right there.
Yeah. Wait.
Right
Yeah.
there. Yep.
Mizzou, South Carolina.
Yeah, number
I'm
23,
expecting
Mizzou.
Mizzou win.
If Sellers is back and healthy, like I would give South Carolina the nod.
Yeah.
Because Sellers was looking, pretty good.
Pretty good before he got hurt.
And then Mizzou's a minus 530 underdog
Hmm.
or a favorite, and then South Carolina's a plus 380 underdog. So, if Sellers is back and healthy and you saw that bet at the time,
Yep.
I did put down Miami, Florida.
Miami, heavy favorite.
They're actually not a heavy favorite.
In my eyes, they're a heavy favorite.
Yeah, you would think that.
Yeah.
They're a minus 155 favorite to Florida plus 135. So I don't know if they're just expecting like Florida to bring out the worst in each
Yeah.
team.
Could be.
Yeah, I mean the spread is 7.5, so
Yeah.
they're saying like a touchdown game. Illinois and versus
I'm calling
Indiana. Oh,
minimum 10 points for the Florida.
I'm also leaning on Miami,
Yeah.
but I was just interested to see how close that spread was. I'm leaning Indiana. They're minus 190. Favorite to Illinois plus 160 underdog. And then there's a couple other games that like I'm probably gonna have them on, but I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be
Yeah,
making.
there's nothing really.
Like there's one game.
Michigan, USC, Michigan State, I should say.
Do you mind scrolling up? There's one game that I was like, yeah, this is kind of interesting. Oh, Arizona State Baylor.
Yeah.
That was a team that I'll keep an eye on, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah. So at least you got some games to look forward to for coming into the next week. All right, so NFL Week 2 recap to quickly go over how we're doing on the boards. We were both right on the Packers.
Mhm.
Both were wrong on the Jags. Um, both picked the Cowboys. Both had Lions. Both had Rams, Pats. I had 49ers. You had Saints.
Mhm.
We both had the Bills. We both had the Steelers. Disappointing loss. Both had the Ravens. I had the Colts. You had Denver.
Another disappointing loss.
Um, we both had the Cards. Both had Philly. I had the Vikings. You had the Falcons. And then we both had Bucks and Chargers.
Yeah.
So we're currently sitting.
You know what's funny too? If we would have kept your mess up in where you had me as the Bengals,
Yeah.
we would have split this week. But I had picked Jags, but
Yeah.
you wrote in Bengals. Which I was sitting there. I was half tempted. I was like, I could just go in and he would probably forget. Just I
No,
look
that
like,
was
oh,
memorable enough that I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that.
yeah.
I ain't letting him get away with this. I'm currently sitting at 22-10, and you're at 24-8.
Yep.
So I was able to climb up 2 from my last week's 4.
Mm-hmm.
So getting closer to that tied, but we're
I
still
mean, there's
well
only
over.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you had 3 losses this week. I have 4, so
Yeah.
overall not terrible. And at least the losses that I had, I think, well, Denver, they definitely could have won.
Yep.
Steelers, I saw that game. I was like, okay, this is the team I expected last week.
Yeah.
This is the team I expected. The Saints, again, another close game.
Mhm.
Are we gonna go in and break those down or
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
I just wanted to quickly talk
Yeah,
over it
yeah, okay.
before.
Then I'll
Yeah,
I'll save
so
some
we can
time and
actually
stuff.
Commanders, Packers.
Jordan Love, 19 for 31, 292, 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
He's averaging 9.4. He's
Mhm.
only sacked twice. Not a lot of carries. He did 3 carries for 12 yards. Josh Jacobs, 23 carries, 84 yards, 1
Yep.
touchdown. And then Tucker Kraft, man, that is their
Yeah.
workhorse. 6 receptions, 124 yards, 1 TD. Their defense was looking pretty
Yep.
good.
Micah
Uh
Parsons, I believe, got a sack on
he
there.
did, yeah.
Yep.
The combined 4 sacks, 12 QB hits, 3 TFLs. McManus, 2 for 3 field goals. He made all the extra points. Again, they just got to watch out for these penalties. They're
Yeah.
10, 10 penalties for 77 yards, 5 for 12 on third downs. I had a lot of time to write notes
Mhm.
for the Commanders game just because of when it happened.
Yeah.
Um, and then Jane Daniels, he got hurt that
He
game.
got hurt.
So I think he's questionable to probably leaning to be out next week.
Yeah.
What did I have
And
for
then Jaden Reed fucked me.
yeah, Jane Daniels questionable with a knee sprain. But he didn't have himself a terrible night.
No.
He was 24 for 42, minus 200 yards, 2 TDs. He was sacked 4 times. Um, Let's see here. They didn't run the ball very well. I
No.
mean, Austin Eckler went out and
Yeah.
he's done for the season. I think it was a ACL or
Yeah.
a Achilles
Yep.
tear, and that I mean that sucks. Speaking of sucks, someone left Zach Ertz on their bench who went
We'll talk about
6
that.
receptions, 64 yards, 1 TD. Um,
Yep, that hurt.
yeah, and then Matt Gay. I don't know if he's gonna stick around. He was 1 for 3 for field goals. And then the Packers very similar, or sorry, the Commanders very similar on third down. They were 5 for 16. Less penalties. They had 5 penalties for 30 yards, and then the field goals that were missed were a 58 yarder and a 52 yarder. Which depending on when those field goals were hit, it would have been 9-14 at the start of the third quarter. You got a phone call or something?
Yeah, I gotta make a phone call.
Oh, you're good. I saw you just like
Kind of a funny one.
kind of like leaning away. I'm like, am I boring him or something?
Let's continue talking through.
Okay. So I'm gonna bounce to we'll do Dallas and New York just because I did not expect that game to be the way that that game was. Which for a Brandon Aubrey fantasy owner, very excited. I'm gonna have a conversation with the commissioner when he comes back because I think a 60+ yard field goal, man, we got to bump those. He only has it, I think, anything beyond like 50 yards. And I was like, all right, if we can do like a 40 and a 50, and then give me that 60 because 60s I think are rare. Make that a fucking 10. Give me 10 points, dog. I want to have like a I want to have a game where he gives me 50 fucking points just from kicking. But Dak, 38 for 52, 361 yards, 2 TDs, 1 INT. Russ fucking kicking off the rust and, going 30 for 41, 450 yards, 3 TDs, 1 INT, which was kind of that game sealer in overtime, which, if you're a Giants fan, you want to break your monitor. Brandon Aubrey, yeah, 4 for 4, 51, 44, 64, and then that game winner in overtime, 46 yards. Looking like Cam Scatterboo's going to be that number one, running back. They're giving him Jackson Dart got a few times, so I guess he's number 2 QB and then having JMO be number 3, so which a lot of people are suspecting he might get out of there to go help out the Bengals. Um, he's still talking. We'll go to Jags Bengals. A little under halfway of the second. Burrow went out with a turf toe. It is now confirmed that he's going to need surgery. He's going to be out for 3 months, which sucks. I just think all around, um, and it's just a team like I said last week. Like Joe Burrow is on a team where like you have a great wide receiver room with Higgins and Jamar Chase, but I think it was like Matt Ryan was having a talk, or maybe it's somebody else, where they were like, "Would you rather have elite, you know, wide receivers and tight ends and running backs, or would you rather have an elite O line?" And I think Matt Ryan was like, "Dude, give me a fucking good O line. Like we can figure it out." Which I think. I don't know if Joe Burrow would trade Jamar Chase and T Higgins to have like a great O line, but yeah, he's gonna be out for 3 months. I think back in like November in the earliest. So sucks for Bengals fans going forward. Browning didn't look too bad though. Jake Browning, 21 for 32, 241 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 INTs, sacked once. Um, Jamar Chase, I mean, if that's the game plan they're gonna do is just, hey, we're not gonna try to do complicated moves. Let's just give Jamar Chase and a lot of the quick passes. Because Chase won what was it, 14 receptions, 165 yards, 1 touchdown. Uh Lawrence, welcome back.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. We just covered Giants, Cowboys, and was there
Dude,
any?
that game, Giants Cowboys.
I was hoping you would have something to say about.
What a fucking shootout.
Yeah,
And Russell Wilson looked like he was back in 2013.
I don't get it. Really
What
don't get
happened?
it.
Why couldn't he have done this with the Steelers? Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
and fucking like Dak to have like a really like the
A
defense had
s-
a pretty solid
yeah,
game against the Eagles,
mhm.
and then they just allow them to
Biff
get
it on with the Giants. Maybe
yeah,
they just went in there the wrong
and
headspace.
even like the way that the game was going, if Russell Wilson didn't throw that overtime INT
Yeah.
to let
Dude, in that overtime, I'm sitting like, are we gonna get our first tie? Like, how do we put this on
yeah.
our board? Like,
Now I want to talk to you because Brandon Aubrey hit a 64 yarder.
yeah,
We got to try to get some fucking points for over 60 yards.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yahoo doesn't have anything on there.
Uh,
Yeah.
'Cause I know
Maybe I can look at it for next season.
yeah. Because when we
Yeah.
hit that 64 yarder with room to spare,
Yeah.
I'm sitting there like I should be getting like 12 fucking points for this kick.
Yeah.
This is fucking
That's how I felt about
insane.
the Chris Boswell 60 plus
Yeah.
that could have been 70
Hmm.
easily.
Yeah.
I'm like, that dude, it was like 10 yards,
Yeah.
10, 12 yards over. I'm like, what are they feeding this
Like I'm
dude?
I'm not one to cheer for the Cowboys, but that one
Yeah,
I
that
was
one
getting
was
pretty
yeah.
excited for.
You covered the Jags. Trevor Lawrence looked good.
Not great.
Not great, but he looked
A
good.
lot of the problems that were drop
Yeah.
balls, which you saw the coach Cohen was like, did you see that clip where he's
No.
like hit him in the chest and literally like in the same frame? Trevor Lawrence is like, whatever, dude. And they talked about it in the
Yeah.
post, and they're like, hey man, like that's just the rapport that they have.
Yeah.
But he was 24 for 42, 271 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He was sacked once. He rushed the ball 27 times, had 139 yards on the ground. Etienne, 14 carries for 71 yards. And it looks like the penalties were big hindrance. They had
Yep.
6 for 55 yards.
Um,
But I mean, yeah, I
yeah.
was surprised to see them lose that game.
Yeah. Uh,
Especially like if you would have went to me last week when we were talking about this and go like, "Hey, Joe Burrow's leaving early in the second quarter," I would have been like, "Yeah, what are we talking about here?
yeah,
It's a loss,
that's a loss.
easy."
Yeah.
Next, but
Next.
no,
Did you cover Bears Lions?
no, I did not.
Dude, the Lions came back with a vengeance this week.
Yeah, Jared Goff heard what I said last week. He went 23 for 28, 334 yards, 5 touchdowns. Team rushed 30 times for 177 yards. Gibbs and Montgomery had a touchdown each. Defense had 4 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 1 INT.
Yep.
So all around, the team played very
Yeah.
well.
And like it just looking at the 14, 14, 10,
And
14.
yeah,
Third quarter was the worst quarter.
yeah. Which they scored twice, but it wasn't
Yeah.
2 touchdowns.
Yeah, it wasn't 2 touchdowns. Um, Rams Titans, another one. Cam Ward looked poised.
The problem is he had fucking just no time. He
Yeah,
had no
no,
time,
yeah,
and the defense wasn't helping him. Or sorry, not the defense.
His receivers weren't helping him.
No, it wasn't even the receivers. Um,
Offensive line. Is that
he
the word
got
you're
so
looking
yeah,
for?
he got sacked 5 times and he fumbled once, and then the whole team, I mean, 10 penalties for 62
Yeah.
yards. Like, there's only so much that you can do as a
Mhm.
quarterback, a young quarterback.
Yeah.
Um, I think there was some knucklehead moments by the Rams where, like, it felt like it was intentionally like,
Mhm.
give the rock to Devontae Adams. We need to give
Yeah.
Devontae Adams a score, which as a fantasy owner, I can kind of appreciate. Now, as a
Yeah.
Rams fan, when you're just continuously throwing to Devontae
Mhm.
Adams, it's like, hey man, let's fucking not. We have
Yeah.
other tools. Let's
Mhm.
fucking use them.
Yeah. Let's spread the
And
rock around.
we had
But
the
after you give
ball.
me 12 points on
It was like
fantasy,
30 seconds in the second quarter. They throw that fucking like no need INT. Like,
yeah.
we get the ball back in the second half. Just fucking run out the clock. Like,
Mhm.
let's just fucking go and then get back to half. But Matt Stafford looked good.
Yep.
23 for 33. 298 yards, 2 touchdowns. That one no need interception. Puka Nakua, I don't know if you saw that. He had that one rushing touchdown
Mm-mm.
off of the jet sweep. Blake Corum had a rushing touchdown. Devontae Adams got his first touchdown.
Yeah.
And then our defense continues to look really solid, which
Mhm.
they're gonna need to be for who we play this week.
Yep.
So I was overall happy with the win, but yeah, that whenever we were going in at half and uh it was just like why? But the second and when we went into the second half, we completely shut them down.
Mm.
Like, they had nothing for us in the
Yeah.
second half, which happy to see.
Speaking of somebody that heard what we were saying last week, the Dolphins,
Yeah, Tua.
yeah, they actually looked like a competent team
Dude,
this week.
I was actually getting pissed because like I didn't watch that game, but I kept checking out on the score
Yeah.
and I didn't make any notes about it just because I was running out of paper room.
Yeah.
Um, but just back and forth, and then they kept taking the lead, and then they would lose the
Yep.
lead, and I was just like, dude, I really don't want to fucking
Like,
I don't want to put in a red for the
yeah,
Patriots. Like,
this would just hurt.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, still, Patriots came away with the win on that one. I also didn't really pay attention to that one as well. It was kind of one of those things I got the update whenever,
hmm
ABC said, like, something else has happened in the
yeah,
league. Yeah. 49ers Saints, Mac Jones.
yeah. You got it done. You got it done, and
When you texted me about Brock Purdy being out, I was halfway tempted to text you, like,
please let me get out of
like,
this.
let me switch.
Yeah,
And then I'm sitting there like, it is the Saints.
yeah.
I could like I read that message and I continued to do my like project that I was doing, and I was just like,
It's funny to me the
you know what, I'm gonna
stats
stick with the 49ers.
because Jones went 26 for 39. Spencer Rattler went 25 for 34. Jones had 279 yards in the air. Rattler had 207, and they both had 3 passing touchdowns.
Yeah.
I mean, I was kind of mad. I was watching that game because I was like, "Come on, the Saints, they didn't look super good in the first half,
Yeah.
but they were kind of getting it together in the second half." And I was like, and I think they had a drive where they could go down and win it, and then I think it was like a turnover on downs. They couldn't convert. So I was pissed after watching
Yeah.
that game. But I was like, hey, good for
Yeah.
Mac Jones to get that game, and they weren't just giving the ball to
Hmm.
Christian McCaffrey the whole time,
Yeah.
which is kind of what I thought they were going to do. Just like,
Yeah.
hey, just let's just try to run it.
Hmm.
But no, had a
Um,
good game.
Bills Jets. Bills won 30-10.
Yeah,
Josh Allen, he didn't throw for a whole lot. They were really just running the ball.
yeah.
James Cook.
21 carries, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
Josh Allen 14 for 25, 148 yards. But yeah, Fields went out early for a concussion. He was
Hmm.
3 for 13, 27 yards, 2
Yeah.
sacks, 5
I'd expect
carries.
to not see Fields next week.
Yeah, probably not. Tyra Taylor,
Two glove Tyrod.
journeyman in the league.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's gonna be like a Geno situation where he
No.
just kind of comes in and then just takes over.
Yeah.
I'll let you talk about this one.
Seahawks Steelers was such an upsetting loss. After that fucking special teams touchdown that the Seahawks had,
hmm
I got so upset that I just started doom scrolling. That's how mad I got. I was just like, I can't even pay
When did
attention.
that happen?
It happened in the fourth quarter when like the Steelers, yeah.
Really?
So
Oh
like the
man.
Steelers got within like 3 or something like that,
hmm
and we stopped the Seahawks a couple of times in. Yeah, I think they got a field goal and like they brought it. What was it? They were up by like 3, right?
Mhm.
They got the field goal. We're kicking it to us.
Did they go for a 2-point conversion? Does that say 6 and 8 for the Steelers?
Yeah,
Why did they go for 2 points?
I forgot.
Oh, is it because they had the 6 points and then they're
Yeah,
like, all right, well, we might as well just make it
yeah,
14.
yep.
That makes sense. Going into half, being up 14-7,
hmm
fine.
I missed a little bit of the first half because went grocery shopping and everything.
Uh,
Yeah, so I came in.
Fake fan.
Yeah, if I was a real fan, I would have been.
Star for your team.
Yeah, we don't need groceries for the week, babe. Um, yeah, it was disappointing to come in there like, okay, the Steelers are looking good, Aaron Rodgers looking good. Not his greatest performance, but still like showing up. His offensive line was failing him. I'm like, dude, he can't move like he used to.
Mhm.
You need to hold out for at least another half second. Come on, please. And then yeah, that special teams touchdown just threw me over the edge. I was just like, all right, this game's done with. It's lost. I mean, I had it on the background when I check in. I'm still losing. Okay. And it was like, I would have thought this would have been a win. Would have thought you guys would have played harder.
That's my fault for thinking that though, guys.
Yeah, my fault. I didn't know we had amateurs out there. All right. No Hart.
Ravens
Uh
Browns.
Browns Ravens 41-17, another game that got me upset.
Lamar did good for you.
Lamar did good for me, but
19 for
Derrick Henry,
29, 225 yards, 4 touchdowns. Yeah, Derrick Henry, man.
what happened?
I feel like,
You fumbled at the end of the game and just haven't recovered?
yeah.
Like,
And
what happened there, dog?
I expected him to go out and do
Dude, I'm
good
seriously
things.
after that Derrick Henry performance, I'm seriously thinking about doing the DM thing to like all my
Oh,
players.
yeah.
Like, guys,
Hey, man, if you want to trade him up for AJ Brown,
no,
man.
I need to have my motivational talk. All
Yeah.
right. Um,
Joe Flacco, 25 for 45, 195 or 199 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 INT. Ravens had a block punt for no, maybe not for a touchdown, but I think just to get them in close, and then they had a 64-yard scoop and score. So that's
mhm,
what yeah, they had a block punt and then they had a
yep.
64-yard scoop and score. So defense looking pretty good for the Ravens, and
Yeah.
special teams looking good.
If I remember correctly, the penalties were not as bad as week 1, but they were still kind of prevalent. So it's something to look out for. Oh, I might have
Jules.
left the door open for the bathroom.
That one.
Yeah. Broncos Colts. That game, the ending was electric for that one. And I saw some memes too that I didn't send in. It was watching this Broncos fan. Like he's sitting there with his kids celebrating like Broncos won after the Colts missed field goal. And then it's just like, there's a flag. And he goes from like celebrating, run around the house and
I'm so
everything,
pissed.
and
I'm
then comes
so
back.
fucking pissed.
Oh,
Just because I was sitting there, I was like, this is a game that we could win, or that I can win, and I
yeah,
can have over selfishly
yeah,
just over my record over yours.
yeah,
And I was on the phone with my dad, and I had to do like this, and I celebrated more for that missed kick
yeah,
than anything the Rams did that day. So I got up and I was like just trying to be like quiet on the phone, and
yeah,
I got the like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh,
yeah,
I'm watching television. That's
yeah,
what's on in the background." And then I saw like the little yellow, and I was like,
yeah.
"No, no,
Please
what?"
let this be a hold. Please let this
It's
be a
like,
hold.
"No, don't be roughing the kicker." And I was like, "Leveraging." It's last time anybody took a fucking leveraging penalty. I can't even tell you the last time I saw one.
It's scripted, dude.
15 yards forward, kick it through the uprights, and it's good. Time
And then
expires.
Colts win.
Fucking piss. I have some Daniel
Indiana
Jones
Jones.
still looking
Indiana
great.
Jones.
Indiana Jones, 23 for 34, 316, 1 touchdown. He had a 1 rushing touchdown too. Jonathan Taylor though, dude, he's looking great again.
Yeah.
25, that was not a MAGA thing. That was just accidental. 25 carries, 165
Making Jonathan
yards.
Taylor great again.
Yeah. Bo Nix also, he didn't look too
No,
bad.
he didn't.
22 for 30, 206 yards. He had 3 touchdowns. He had that 1 INT, which led them to getting that
Yeah.
I think let him get that field goal try. And then yeah, that was. I mean, because the Colts, I think they only had like one punt
Mhm.
or one turnover on
Yeah.
downs. No, yeah, they're the like first team in the Super Bowl era to like not punt in the
Yeah.
first 2 games, but they have 5 field goals that game. So
Yeah.
just hey, we're just gonna keep scoring, get
Dude,
in scoring range, and just keep fucking scoring.
Colts taking the South.
It's fucking
Yeah.
likely, dude. It
And then,
is entirely
dude,
possible.
Indiana Jones, comeback player of the year.
Dude, again,
Yeah.
like I have him over anybody
Yeah.
else right now. Like I don't want to put him in MVP category,
No.
but I
But if
mean,
he keeps on
it's just
performing
fucking
like this,
dude,
it's like, is this the hidden talent that's
dude.
been
I would,
sitting
I
and
would, and like just
rotting away in New
as a
York
Giants fan, like what do you,
twice now,
what do you do?
2 years in a row?
What do you do? I had to check my notes.
Panthers, Cardinals. Dude, Bryce Young looked pretty good. Um, 33 for, is that 55? Holy shit. No, 35 for 55.
Yeah, 35 for 55, 300.
300 328 yards of passing, 3 TDs. Chuba Hubbard, 19 carries, 38
The
yards.
big problem that I had with this game is the Cardinals did great through 3 quarters, and then, well, really, they did great in the first half, and then the second
Yeah.
half, they just kind of like they got that touchdown in the third quarter,
Mhm.
and then they were just like, we're done.
We don't need to score.
And I was just sitting there, I was like, are the Cardinals really going to lose this game because they just are choosing not to do anything?
Yeah.
Murray didn't look terrible. He was 17 for 25, 220 yards, passing 1 TD, 1 INT. And then I think I can't remember which was it in the third? But, no, I think it's the first score that the Cardinals had was a Bryce Young fumble that they took
Yeah.
back for a score. So,
Um, Eagles, Chiefs,
dude, snoozer. I hated
snoozer.
watching the game, low key. One thing I'll say about the tush push is if we're not gonna be able to ban this play, the refs need to do a better job of calling
Yeah.
either blatant offsides or false starts or not lining up to the
Mhm.
ball. Like,
Yeah.
the play has flaws.
Mhm.
Like, the one that I can't remember if the Chief.
Remember there was like one where like two guys jumped off or like false start.
Yeah, and then so, like, an Eagles player, it was kinda cool when I went back and watched it in slow-mo. They really kinda went at the same time, the Eagles
Yeah.
and the Chiefs guy went, like, at the same time, but for the Chiefs, like, he was moving, but he wasn't in that neutral
Yeah.
zone. The Eagles, like, and that's the difference for people who don't
Mhm.
like, a
Don't know
Chiefs
ball.
guy can start moving
Yeah.
before a Eagles lineman move, but the problem is when if the Eagles lineman move before the ball
Yeah.
moves, that's a false start. And but the Chiefs guy, so I don't know if you saw that play, which you probably did. The Eagles moved, the
Mhm.
Chiefs moved, but the center didn't move. So
Yeah.
the Chiefs guy punched the ball, and that's what like got the
Yeah.
play to start. And I was like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like,
Yeah.
how is that not blown dead? And
Yeah.
just you know, we got the whatever assist review,
Yeah.
whatever. Like, we need to do a better job of,
Yeah. Being on
that
top of that
playing.
type of play.
Yeah,
Yeah. My favorite thing that came out of this game was the fucking
was it that?
what's his fucking face?
Trav-
Jones.
oh,
Yeah,
Chris Jones.
Chris Jones was talking shit to Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, you ain't even get you like 100 yards or
Yeah.
whatever.
It was like, we won the game, so shut your bitch ass up.
Shut your ass up.
And then proceeds to score.
Yeah, Hurts is still looking very one-dimensional.
Yeah.
The whole Eagles offense looking very one-dimensional. He was 15 for 22, 101 yards, 9 carries for 15 yards, one of which was a touchdown. Barkley, 22 for 88, 1 touchdown. Mahomes, he didn't look too bad, 16 for 29.
That Travis Kelsey.
That's the thing, like Mahomes got that 1 touchdown. He also carried a touchdown, 7
Yeah.
carries for 66 yards. That 1 INT really shouldn't have been an INT.
No.
Like, passed it right to Travis
Right to
Kelsey
Kelsey.
in the end zone, if I
Yeah.
remember right. And yeah, hands boop, right out,
Yeah.
and then the Eagles
Interception.
player Johnny on the spot. So,
Yeah.
hey, like I called it, Matty Light called it too. Chiefs lost, but if you're a Chiefs fan, you've
Yeah.
definitely got it's
Yeah.
about that one.
So when I was thinking Vikings were a little bit closer, it was when it was 9-6, and that's kind of when I quit watching.
Gotcha. It
Yeah.
was all field goals.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
I didn't make any
JJ
notes on
McCarthy
him.
went out.
He played the full game, I
Yeah.
believe. But he is out.
Yeah.
He's out 2 to 4 weeks. Carson Wentz is gonna be his replacement. But the Vikings overall, a ton of injuries. You got Van
Yeah.
Inkel, Harrison Smith, Aaron Jones, like all those guys are either questionable
Yeah.
or they missed his last game and they're probably gonna be out the
Why
next
do you think I
game.
put Jordan Mason starting over Travion Henderson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put Aaron Jones in my IR bench, but I'm still I texted Sergeant to get a
Yeah.
running back off of him. No response.
No response.
Not even like he hasn't even opened it.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I know you're on Snapchat.
Like, dog, I see you posting right
Yeah.
now.
A couple other injuries that we talked about or we haven't talked about. We talked about Joe B. We talked about Justin Fields. Kyle Van Noy, he's out, and then the Bears cornerback Jalen Johnson
Mhm.
is out. Brian Thomas Jr. He's questionable with a wrist injury. Just to think about whenever you're making
Yeah.
your week 4 picks. No, week 3 picks. Excuse me.
So the Vikings are hurt. They're damaged.
They're hurting. Yeah.
Bucks Texans.
So I'm pissed. Our internet went out during the 4th quarter,
Yeah.
so we didn't get to see the Texans
Oh.
take the lead for the Bucks to.
Yeah.
So I didn't make any notes,
Um.
and then I also missed the Chargers Raiders.
Yeah.
But
It was Monday night. I kind of was watching, kind of not seeing Baker Mayfield. I saw on one of the plays. It was kind of like a hip drop tackle, like on one of his sacks.
mhm,
But the defensive lineman fell on top of Baker Mayfield's
mhm,
chin while his knee was like propped up on someone else's leg,
mhm,
and I saw his chin bend,
yeah,
and I'm like, "Oh my god, that has to hurt." And he came up like feeling for his leg too. And then you showed me in the memes where his fucking foot went sideways. I'm
yeah.
like,
We saw
"What?"
that in real time, and we were like, "Oh my god, his fucking
Yeah,
shit gotta be like." Because his ankle literally was
yeah.
at that point,
Is he
and
the
he was laying on top of it.
yeah?
He got up right away.
Is he the Terminator? It's like this dude's just
And dude, like the Texans defense is so like they're so aggressive and like
yeah,
they're gonna beat the shit out of you when you play them.
yeah.
Then I mean, close game.
Close game. Still don't sleep on the Texans.
No, I'm not sleeping on
No,
them.
but close
Stock's
game.
going down a little bit, and then the stock of them going down, and the Colts is rising up.
Yeah. Chargers Raiders.
Dude, the Raiders stock dropped for
Yeah,
me. Chargers still
huge.
looking really good. Um,
It's so bad that there's not even
yeah,
best players showing up
yeah.
for that one. Going into our fantasy. Wonder if I can get
Can you do league standing, or are you trying to do?
yeah. Well, I'm trying to see all the matchups. Womp
Oh
womp.
yeah, yeah. Do go back.
Yep.
Cool.
So I ended up losing this week.
Game of the week.
Yeah, our game of
Back
the
to
week.
back.
120 to 98. If I had kept Ertz in and I had somebody else and Derrick Henry, dude, 10 more yards, 20 more yards, please. Just do something. Yeah,
There's also a little bit of controversy that comes with that game. Um, can you go and can you show at least the Hail Marys team?
yeah.
So I don't know if you noticed this, but on Thursday night they didn't have a QB, a tight end,
Did you text him?
or they didn't have their defense
Yeah,
in. I called them and I was like, "Hey, dog, I wouldn't normally say this,
yeah,
but you're playing Matt Stephens." uh, and he's like, "I did," and I was like, "No, you didn't."
yeah,
And they're older, so they have a little problem with the
yeah,
technology. Um, the people that they put in wouldn't have been who I thought they
yeah.
would have put in, like because they put in Tua, which he ended up not doing
Not doing
terrible.
terrible.
I was telling him to put in Jordan Love,
Yep.
which by that point it was too late. Um, and I was like, well, shoulda, woulda, couldas.
Yeah,
And then they put in Buffalo's defense, which I thought they had a different defense that but yeah,
yeah.
they didn't have a defense on, and then I
Mm,
think they're also missing like
they're tight end and flex.
yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I was sitting there looking at it like, please nobody tell him. Please nobody
yeah,
tell him.
yeah.
Please nobody tell him.
Now, if they would, because I think I told them to put in Roman Oduze.
Yeah.
I think I told them to put him in the flex position,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Well, this is," and I was like, "Okay, hey, this is your team.
Yeah.
You do whatever
Your
you want
team,
with
you
it."
do you.
Yeah,
And then he scores 31. I'm like, oh my fucking God.
you're
What would
like,
have happened?
it could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I cost you that one.
You cost me that win.
Yeah, I did. So if you want your shirt back,
No, I'll just burn it in front of you.
okay.
Fuck you. Um, so yeah, I'll go over a little bit of my team too. So I do have one empty spot right now, but that's because
Oh,
I'm
we got some waivers in.
yeah, I got some waivers in Romeo Dobbs to replace Jaden Reed,
Hmm.
and then I also picked up D Hop as well.
Yeah.
I was looking at one, I think it was
Are these add in drops?
these are add-ins. So I need the
Do you
drop.
have?
I'm gonna be dropping Brian Robinson Jr.
Oh,
Yeah. So if you're looking for a running back,
yeah.
because like I can't ask for a receiver,
Hmm.
and you have some good receivers, and I'm like,
Yeah.
this would be an unfair trade. So this is kind of my, hey dog, pick him up.
Yeah.
He's not doing anything right now, but there's a chance for it.
Potentially,
Yeah.
yeah. Look at my
I put in Zach Ertz against Las Vegas, but I'm contemplating putting Jonnu Smith again, just because they're playing the New England's defense,
Mhm.
which is still solid, but Zach Ertz doesn't have Jaden Daniels. So that's kind of where I'm sitting on the fence on.
Yeah, you get Marcus Mariota, which, I mean,
Yeah,
that's a veteran quarterback
it
there.
is. So that's where I'm kind of sitting there like, do I keep him? Do I drop him? What the fuck? Travion Henderson going up against Pittsburgh. I'm sitting on the bench on that one too, because do I put him in my flex? Since they're going up against Pitt, who's been having a pretty bad run defense so far these last few
Mhm.
games. Do you see my predicament there?
Yeah, you do
Or
have
do I
a
put in D Hop and hope he does another 15-point game at my flex? Jameson Williams popped off for me last week. Here, I'll go over the points for Lamar Jackson, 34 points. Mike Evans, solid 10 pickup, was less than his projected at 15. Jameson Williams got me 18, and it was like at the very end, he got me
mm,
18. He had like two big passes and like one for a touchdown. I'm like, thank fucking God.
yeah.
There's still hope. But if I kept in Zach Ertz, and then if there's a whole lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas,
Mhm.
Zach Ertz, and if Derrick Henry had done something that game, probably would have won.
Mm,
Probably would have won. Yeah, it was just a all around bad week for my team. And Jaden Reed
going out
going out,
early, yeah.
maybe putting in Joshua Palmer instead of Jaden Reed, which initially I had Joshua Palmer as my flex.
Mhm.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna follow Jordan's Love lead.
Yeah,
I liked what he did last week because I benched Jaden Reed because I thought
which
he was gonna die.
Jaden Reed, he did get a touchdown, but it's all back for holding.
And it would have got me 10 points.
Yeah.
Because it was like one reception is a point. It was like 30 yards
Mhm.
or 35 yards, and then a touchdown is 7.
Yeah.
Would have got me 10 points, 10 and
Yeah.
a half points if it had stayed. And like Jaden Reed touchdown with yeah, it was a abysmal loss. But now that what is it? Um the Vikings running back got injured.
Mhm.
I put him in as my starter over top of
Which, I
Travion
mean, Jordan
Henderson.
Mason, he was definitely getting more of the
Yeah.
touches and more of the carries.
God, I have to keep on clicking back.
Yeah.
All right,
We don't
so
need to we don't need to break down each of the.
yeah, no.
I got my first win over Tom.
Yeah, huge
Uh,
win for you.
yeah, OJ was framed.
The projected
The
undefeated.
prospect
Yeah,
prodigy. 0
0-2.
and 2, yeah,
Now, does he have what happened to me like year 2?
probably. probably.
Yeah, year 2
It's
where it's
very
just like,
circumstantial.
yeah, very good team, but somebody on
And that's the thing, like, his team could have had a chance. Like, there
yeah,
when they went into Monday night, he was projected to win, and
yeah,
then there's just problems that just didn't
yeah.
go right for him.
Um,
The thing that I was well, we're not there yet, so I won't say it.
Auto Draft Dream Team came in over Coming for You, 164 to 135. Tom, I'm a Kiss Your Kids Brady. Won 100 to 95 over G-Man's team. Two
Mhm.
girls, one cup. Got the L to Patrick and Mahomes, 97 to 104, 105 pretty much.
Mm.
Did he draft him? 125
Now
to
that was the game that pissed me off because Epstein's flight log was projected to win,
yeah.
and they were looking really good.
And Jalen Hurts did nothing. And then,
Yeah.
dude, Epstein's flight log was sending me so many videos, just like McPherson.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, he was
There
just like,
there was a point, and even two like with two girls, one cup, and I was looking at it, I was like, wow, if things go right, Hail Mary will be the only 2-0 team, and everybody
yeah,
else would be either like 0-2 or 1-1.
yeah.
Didn't turn out that way. Um, so right now the standings is Diddy draft him is number one at 2-0. Patrick Mahomes 2-0.
Huge turnaround
Yeah.
from last season.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hail Mary 2-0. Um and
Auto Draft
then
Dream Team, 1 and
the
1.
yeah, 1-1s for Auto Draft Dream Team,
I'm si
Steeler for Genity, Run the Jewels, Coming for You, Greg, G-Man
G-Man's team.
team.
Yep.
Um, and then
I'm a Kiss Your Kids Brady.
yeah, and then 0-2, you got
OJ was framed.
who was supposed to be 14-0.
Dude, if his numbers, like if
I
it
hope
reverse it, it would
I
have been number 1.
yeah, I hope I hope he loses so he can get the haircut. Um, Epstein's flight log 0-2, and then two girls, one cup.
Yep.
Also
We're also
0-2.
waiting on Epstein's flight logs punishment from last season. He said he was going to do the sexy calendar.
Yeah.
Yep. I need
Well,
to get on him.
are we gonna show that on?
No, we won't show it on air, but like
Okay,
we'll spread it around to the league like, hey,
sure.
drop an Addy.
Yeah.
And we'll even send one off to Amon Ra Doggin.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
If
Since he
he,
was in the league last year.
I
Yeah.
don't know because for that it would just be some random guy he's never
Yeah.
met, just to fancy with 1 year.
Well, I mean, and
I'll
then
reach out and see if he
yeah,
wants it, but I'd wager guess he's
yeah.
probably not to.
Speaking of
Do you want to look
w-
ahead at week 3
week
or?
3, so I'm going up against G-Man's team. I'm predicted to lose, but also I'm still
Mhm.
waiting to put in different players. Um, Run the Jewels against Epstein's flight log.
I'm
Also,
expected to lose right now.
Epstein's flight log said, dude, there should be a bowl game for did he draft him in Epstein's flight log? Like, you know how we had the Battle of Midway last
Yeah.
year?
Well,
Yeah.
didn't they play last week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So later on, we'll have to come up with a
Yes.
clever name for it.
Yeah. The Predators Bowl or something like
Yeah,
that.
something like
Yeah.
that. OJ was framed against Auto Draft Dream Team. Tom, I'm a Kiss Your Kids. Brady against Two Girls, One Cup. Coming for You against Patrick and Mahomes. And then Diddy draft him against Hail Mary. Which,
That is the game of the week
yep,
according to our Yahoo.
yep. That's what I was actually about to
Yep.
look up.
Yep. They're the game of the week. Which I mean, honestly, that it is a game of the week. Like there's a
Yeah.
2
Two
and 0
undefeated.
team.
Yeah.
Um, I'm hoping for
A
Hail
Hail Mary
Mary because
win.
that's my mama. So
Yeah.
I want her to do well. But we'll see.
We'll see. One thing for fantasy, like this is kind of like just for our commissioner or like commissioner stuff.
Mhm.
It's like a group. I would like to try and do something with our league
Mhm.
in like beginning of summer, and we can kind of like actually like get everybody together.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and like do like those fantasy things where we do like a competition for
Yeah.
even if it's like having my nephew run a 40-yard dash and we bet times
Hmm.
and whoever's closest, that's
Gets
how
it.
it goes.
Yeah.
Um, something like that, right? Where we
Mhm.
just like have something where because we have some older people in our league, we can't do an actual physical competition.
Yeah.
Just have something where we're like, all right, this is how we're gonna figure it out. Even if it's a Mario Kart fucking tournament.
I'll be pissed. I'll
Yeah.
be damned.
It's just like you come in with the GameCube controller, like, all right, guys,
Let's
about to win this
roll.
shit. I'm locking in week 3.
Got a fun one for Thursday night.
All right. Dolphins, Bills.
Bills are minus 900. So Miami's
Electric
plus
game.
plus 500. I'm going Bills.
Oh, I thought you would have gone Dolphins.
No. I should also say this was written uh Monday before the two games.
Yeah.
So the odds are expected to change for some
Yeah.
of these games, and whatever I have written down, I might also choose. I
Okay.
might choose differently.
Packers, Browns,
Packers. They're
Packers.
minus 425 favorite to Cleveland plus 320.
Colts, Titans.
Dude,
I'm going to go Colts.
I'm gonna go Colts too. They're minus 190. Favorites Titans plus 160, but I'm very interested to see how those two
Same
teams
here.
compete.
Bengals, Vikings.
Dude, I don't. It took me a while because I was like,
I
do I
don't want
want?
to go against the Vikings, but I'm kind of having to pick the Bengals right now.
I was very torn. Right now, the Vikings are the minus 155 favorites. I don't know if that's changed
Yeah.
since the news of JJ going out with Carson Wentz. I'm leaning on the Vikings just because I think they're the defense. I think is going to win the game because the Bengals
Yeah.
defense is just fucking awful
Yeah.
to watch.
I'm going to lean Bengals.
Hmm.
I Browning looked good,
Hmm.
and I remember last year he held the Bengals down while Joe Burrow was hurt too,
Yeah,
and he kept them competitive.
he
So
did. He did keep it
yeah,
competitive. I agree.
Steelers, Patriots.
I'm going Patriots.
I'm gonna have to stick with Steelers.
No, yeah.
Um,
I think they're even at
I want to
or
hope that that was a fluke game and we're able to pull out of that one.
for me, what I'm looking at is I'm seeing this as a very similar game of how they were with New York,
Mhm.
but I think the ball is bouncing in your guys'
Yeah,
direction. I think this is the game where it bounces in
that's a fair
Patriots.
assessment.
Yeah.
Rams, Eagles,
I'm obviously going Rams here. Big thing. So they're a plus 155 favor or underdog to the Eagles, minus 185. I'm going with the Rams upset. I think, especially if the Eagles continuously be
one
one
dimensional.
dimensional with the passing,
Yeah.
and we can just limit or stop the run.
Hmm.
I think we have a chance.
Yeah. And like, trust me, I was sitting there thinking about it. Like, they have been one dimensional, but is this the game that?
And for me, I'm the way I'm looking at it too is the Rams could have won that
Yeah.
game whenever we saw them in the playoffs. I bet you Chris Shula's been thinking about that game the whole time and
Hmm.
how they let Saquon Barkley run all over them. And I just think like,
Yeah.
no, we're not gonna let something like that
Yeah.
happen again.
Um, what was it? You being an AJ Brown fantasy owner,
Hmm.
are you wanting him to ball out but still have the Rams win?
Yeah, I would love for him and Devontae Adams to
Yeah.
both ball out.
Yeah.
That would be a
That's your
perfect.
dream
That's my
shootout game.
now. What I hope, honestly, like I'm fine with AJ Brown also not doing well.
Yeah.
Like I'm fine with it
Hmm.
because my thing is I'm honestly trying to trade away AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Like I might put it into the group chat now. Like,
Hmm.
hey, I'm looking to trade AJ Brown for a decent running back. I'm
Yeah.
not asking for the best. I'm not asking,
Yeah.
but maybe you're number two or like so. Whoever is considering, because like here's the thing: AJ Brown is not washed.
Yeah.
Like I think he had this similar last year where he did not have a great either he didn't have a
Didn't have a
great
great
start
start or
or
great end. Yeah.
there's something weird there where like
Yeah.
he had like a couple weeks of just mediocrity.
I
Some of
think that's
'em
what had me win over. Did he draft him last year? Because he had AJ Brown,
yeah,
and AJ Brown just did not show. I think it was into season.
probably,
Yeah.
yeah. So my it's like, hey, he's gonna pop off. It's just
Yeah.
a matter of when. I don't like I'm not worried about my wide receiver room. I'm
Hmm.
worried about my running back room.
Yeah. Jets, Bucks. I'm going Bucks on that
I'm
one.
going Bucks. They're minus 320 favorite at the time of when I was writing that. I don't know if that's changed. Curious to see. I'm not super worried about the Jets pass rush,
Yeah.
but I'm hoping that Baker can stay healthy and not
Because he
take.
took a lot of hits
Yeah,
last week. Raiders, Commanders.
I initially wrote down Raiders.
I'm gonna go Commanders. Even like Marcus Mariota, solid running back, and he can use his legs too,
Yeah,
just like Jaden
can
Daniels does.
can you pull up that game? I want to see how badly the so it Obviously, oh, it's still pretty similar. Washington only went up because they were a minus 175. They're now 185.
Yeah,
You know what? There's not enough splits. I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
you're gonna go Raiders.
I'm gonna go Raiders.
Them Raiders. I can't do the John Gruden.
Raiders.
Raiders. Falcons Panthers. I'm gonna go Falcons.
I'm also going Falcons. They're a minus 250 favorite.
Texans Jags.
At the time of report, or at the time of when I wrote this, they were an even split 120. So it's a pick'em.
This is a pick'ems.
I'm going Texans.
Yeah,
Like just seeing how the Jags were last week and just seeing how the Texans have been these last 2 weeks,
the Texans defense is solid. Can they get their offense moving?
especially like just how the underperforming the Jags offense is being, like
Yeah.
you're not going to kickstart that on a very physical defense like the
No.
Texans.
No. Yeah, I agree with you. I think maybe next week we might see the Jags resurgence,
Mhm.
but
Not right now.
not right now. Not against this Texans defense.
Yeah.
Broncos Chargers. I'm going Chargers.
I'm going Chargers too, man. That they're my
Justin
right
Herbert.
now my favorite to win the AFC South, or sorry, AFC
I
West.
just put you in as Chargers.
Chargers. But I mean, it's a close game. They're minus 145 to Broncos plus 125. So a close game, but
Yeah.
I just think the Chargers are looking really great right now.
Now, if we had any sort of merch, the Chargers shirt
Chargers.
with like an autistic fucking lightning bolt.
Or imagine like a charger that like has like a bent
Yeah,
thing and you can't
the
like quite
Chargers.
you can't quite get it in there.
Saints Seahawks.
I'm going Seahawks. They're
Yeah.
minus 400 favorite to the Saints plus plus 300.
The Chargers.
It-
Cowboys Bears.
I'm going Cowboys,
How
even
about the
though
Cowboys?
they're a minus 105. And that's the thing I was like looking at. I was like, damn, like, yeah, the Cowboys won,
Yeah,
but like fucking barely.
barely.
And yeah, the
Uh,
Bears got stomped out. So
yeah.
that's kind of, I was like, all right. But I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the Bears won this
Yeah.
game.
Well, and like the one thing too is that Caleb Williams looks good on those first scripted plays.
He looks decent. Yeah.
And then it's just like once it comes to plays that weren't scripted,
Not the ones that you practice.
he just falls apart.
hmm
Cardinals 49ers.
I'm
I
going.
liked how the 49ers looked last week, and I think I'm going to stick with them.
They're also pick'ems are another minus 120. Either that or I wrote it down wrong, but I'm going to go Cardinals.
I thought you were going to go 49ers. I already started typing it in.
I saw that and I was like, no, we're gonna.
He's like, nah, dog, hold up. Now, so this one I'm partially torn because I want to say the Giants just based off of how Russell Wilson looked last week, but I'm not going to do it.
I don't expect it.
I don't expect it.
This is the one game like when I talked about in our early predictions a couple weeks ago, like when I said that the Chiefs were going to be like 1-5 in their first 6. This is the one team I expect them to get a win in. So yeah, I'm going Chiefs too.
All right, cool. I spelled it right too.
It's all right. Chefs or whatever.
Another merch shirt, you know. Lions, Ravens.
I'm gonna go Ravens. They're minus 275 to the Lions plus 225.
Now this
should be closer than that.
This was kind of the Super Bowl matchup I wanted to see last year.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna end up going Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
It pains me as a consistent for what
Lions
two seasons in a row going Lions people. Now, does it bite me in the ass and the Lions fucking stomp over the Ravens?
Here's the thing, man. I think this game's a lot closer than what they're saying.
Yeah, a real pick'em.
I want to do the Lions.
Yeah,
but right now, Aiden Hutchinson's shown me he's just not that guy he was yet. I expect Derrick Henry to see how he's doing these last 2 games and going like, all right, dude, I gotta fucking.
You need to do something.
I gotta do something this week.
Yeah,
I gotta get 14.
That one meme is like 280, 6'2".
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the rest.
Yeah.
It was a little racially motivated, but it was similar
Yeah.
melanin going after each other.
Yeah.
So, but as we can't quote
Yeah. We
what
can't
they
quote.
were saying.
So going into trivia. Well, all right. So we have what? 3 splits this week. We have Bengals, Vikings,
Yep.
Commanders, Raiders,
hmm Eagles, Rams.
Eagles, Rams, and then 49er Cards. So we got like what, 4 or 5 splits?
Another good week for splits.
Yeah. Could potentially see an overtake, or you could see the fucking the gap widen.
Yeah.
Going in the trivia, I'm currently 3-9. He is 4-9. He's on the hot seat this week.
Or do you got a?
Yeah, I gotta pull her up. I didn't do proper prep.
No, you're right. Jetsons.
One thing that I did do, or more I didn't do, is that I didn't update my. Oh, well, I forgot to put a picture in there for the week 5 trivia. Nor did I forget to edit this. Let me center this up for. All right, you're not gonna get a picture off the initial presentation, but here is the slideshow. But we got week 5 trivia.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm, yeah,
It's off centered.
because I've had the picture. I just used the same slideshow as last week.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't really do any updating to
No,
it.
that's fine.
Yeah, I ran out of time this weekend, so I kept the same
I like
gifts.
it.
Yeah.
I do like it.
Player hints. I honestly kind of forgot who my picks were. Defensive ends,
Hmm.
6'5", 265. Went to Syracuse from 08 to 2011. Okay, I think I do remember who this is. 2012 draft pick, first round, 21st pick. He won a Super Bowl, but not with the Cards. 2-time first team All Pro, 17 and 19. 4-time Pro Bowl, 15, 17, 19, and 21. He won the Deacon Award in 17. Was forced fumble co-leader in 2019. Won the Butt Kiss Award in 2019. 2-time All Big East, uh, 2010 and 2011, with 511 tackles, 112 sacks, 34 forced fumbles, 13 fumble recoveries, 30 pass deflections, 1 interception, and 3 touchdowns.
Is he still playing?
I don't believe so. I'm going to have to honestly look at my own shit.
Did he play his entire career?
No,
Obviously
he did
not with. He got a Super Bowl, but not with the Cardinals. They haven't won.
Okay, I remember who I got on this one.
Okay. I'm trying to remember. Does he have
So
a famous athlete brother?
I don't believe so. He might. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Is this Chandler Jones?
Yes.
So yeah, he's related to
Yeah.
John
Yep.
Jones.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
saw that on his siblings
I was
thing.
like, I was sitting there. I was like, so wait. Okay, so he went to the Raiders.
Yep.
Who the fuck team? What team was he on? The
He was on the
Patriots.
Patriots.
He was on the Patriots when
Yeah.
they won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, he's not in the league anymore.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
I'm honestly gonna have to pull up their Wikipedia's too on the side because I honestly forget who all these players that I picked. That's how we were
funny.
texting about this earlier this weekend when we were looking at these. There is not a lot.
There's not a lot.
Nope. And none of them did anything awesome with
I
the
did not
Cardinals.
remember he was 50. I didn't remember he wore
Yeah.
55. I knew he was a defensive endman,
Yep.
and I was thinking back. I was asking myself like, did he fucking
But yeah, I went a little bit on your style, where I went
Yeah.
mostly defense on this one.
Okay.
All right. So he was a safety, 5'9", 190 pounds, went to LSU for 2010 and 11.
In
He
my
actually
in my research, I think I know who this is.
he got kicked off of LSU for marijuana possession. And he was supposed to have like a defensive player of the year season.
Is this Tyrann Mathieu?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as you said that too, I was like, this is fucking Tyrann Mathieu.
Yeah.
And then I
But
saw the
yeah.
Super Bowl now with cards. I was like, okay. I don't
Yeah.
think he's still playing. I'll
No.
let you finish. But he played for the Saints
Yeah.
to finish out his career.
Let me pull it up.
Pretty sure it's the Saints that he played the end of his career with.
Yep, the Saints. So he was drafted by Arizona, went to Houston for a season,
How
played
you,
with KC.
he spells Matthew differently, right?
MA. Actually,
There you go.
yep.
Yeah. Oh boy.
All right. So final
Hey,
round.
welcome to the MattCast too, because you're a fellow Matt
Yeah.
technically, but man, we gotta figure out how to change that Matthew.
All right. This one, I'm fairly certain you probably know who it is.
I have a strong guess.
Quarterback, 6'5", 235, USC, 2003 draft, first round, first pick overall, second team All Pro in 2015, three-time Pro Bowl, 05, 06, and 15. NFL passing touchdown leader in 05, NFL completion percentage in 05, Arizona Cardinals Ring of Honor, Cincinnati Bengals 40th anniversary team, Heisman Trophy winner in 02, Johnny Unitas Gold Arm in 02, Pop Warner Trophy in 02. I forgot what SN Player of the Year is. 0 and 2 or 02, Consensus All American 02, Pac-10 Co-Offensive Player of the Year 02, First Team All Pac-10 02, USC Trojans number 3 retired, USC Trojans Athletic Hall of Fame. He had 6,307 yards of passing attempts, 3,941 completions with a 62.5 completion percentage, a TD to interception ratio
Oh, I know who this is.
294 to 187, 46,247 yards of passing, 87.9 passer rating.
This is Carson Palmer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so it is so bad trying to review these players that like
Whenever you said QB, I had two thoughts. Kurt
Matt,
Warner.
yeah,
Or-
there's Matt Leinart too, but like, yeah, it's Matt Leinart. Yeah,
yeah. Hey,
that is
man, clean sweep.
clean sweep.
So the some of the people I thought you would put in there, I thought you would have put in Pat Tillman.
I was thinking about Pat Tillman,
I
but I'm
was
like,
sitting there thinking, I was like, he might try to just, get one over me.
yeah,
Okay, I got some, like, because whenever I was researching for who my picks
yeah,
were, I obviously don't do my picks until after you do yours. Um, but there were some names on there that I was like, they were a fucking Cardinal.
yeah,
Tyrann Mathieu was one of those where I was like, I completely forgot that he
yeah.
started
And I
out.
remember like the Honey Badger and all that shit,
Yeah,
and I'm just like, oh fuck, he was on the Cards.
I just always knew him as a Chief,
Yeah,
and then yeah, he went and played for the Saints. I
and
think
then Chandler Jones, always knew him as a Patriots guy.
I knew him for as like he always traveled around, but
Yeah,
I do remember him because he had a game against the Rams that because I mean like the Rams play these guys twice a year, so
yeah,
I knew. And yeah, I mean they're younger, not they're not a younger franchise, but
yeah.
they don't have as many.
They don't
Like
have a Super
I
Bowl.
was expecting Larry
I think they're one of
Fitzgerald.
the oldest. Larry Fitzgerald, I left off because yeah, duh,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Like Larry Fitzgerald show there. I'm like, no, Pat Tillman, no.
yeah.
He's just like,
I said like Kurt Warner would be a gimme because like has the Super Bowl, not
yeah.
with the Cards.
There was something that I saw on like TikTok about like the Cardinals curse from like 1940 something, and it was
Hmm,
like they took
I'm not familiar with this
or no, it might have been the 1800s because like the Cardinals have been around
for a long
for
time.
a long
Yeah,
time.
I almost said they were the
Um,
youngest team. They're not. I was thinking of the Texans.
but like so it was about like against like this small town team. They won like like their version of a Super Bowl or something like that.
Before the Super Bowl era,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the NFL took away their championship because it was a bigger team or a bigger city that the Cardinals played for. I forgot who they played for. and pretty much that town put a curse on the Cardinals and said, "You will never win a championship until we get our trophy back."
I'm gonna have to read into this because I've never heard of this
I never heard
before.
of it either, and I'm just like, "That's wild." And I'm sitting there, and then, like, all the things started connecting to me. I'm just like, "So this is why the Cardinals have sucked. They've gotten so close to the Super Bowl a couple times
Hmm.
and lost." And it's just like, "Hmm. So that's why Santonio Holmes caught it in the corner."
Yeah,
It was this small town in Pennsylvania, I think it was Pennsylvania, like, cursed them and made Santonio Holmes catch this ball that should have been uncatchable.
I'm gonna have to read into this because
Yeah,
I have no clue.
yeah. It was wild, and it was one of those things that, like, interesting. But it'll definitely be something maybe we do in the off season
Yeah,
and
yeah,
have, like, weird historical facts
hmm,
for each team or something like
yeah,
that. Yeah. Alright, well, thank you guys
yeah.
all.
Oh,
Hart Ventures Electional
thank you.
Services,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
mentioned it earlier. Make sure to let them know that we sent you if you find our video and
yeah.
you stayed this long.
Omaha area, Nebraska, Iowa. He's not afraid to travel
No.
around. I think as long as because I think even with electrical stuff, you have to have like permitting for
Yeah,
certain
yeah,
areas.
and you
So
have to come in and do.
as long as it's in the area
Yeah,
that he's allowed to work in,
yep, he has to be licensed in the area, and he's licensed for residential and commercial
yep,
in both Iowa and Nebraska. So if you're in any one of those states, give him a ring.
yeah.
He'll be linked down below. But yeah, thank you guys for coming to the Mac
Sorry, friend of the show, Josh uh
JP or Josh Chesler.
Kessler.
Yeah,
Didn't he do the shoes
he
for
did do the shoes for Bud
Terrence
Crawford.
Crawford?
Yep,
Yeah. So shout out to
he
him,
made the
man.
shoes for him. That he, I don't think he wore it in walkout,
I
but
think he wore them like
to the to
to
the
the
arena.
event.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So hey, shout him
Hey,
out, man.
shout out the homie. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.